Hey there! So today we have the best years of 2025. It's been a tumultuous year personally, but it's been a very good beer year. And there's going to be a lot of thank yous throughout this. So it's actually a fun kind of like... And also I'm actually shooting this before the end of the year. A lot of times I actually release this video after the new year in 2026. Or, you know, the forward year. Hopefully this will come out before the end of the year. So let's try to get through this. And again, I'll try not to talk too much about the beer specifically because you can just watch a review. And then this video ideally has a little bit of like thank you and all that fun stuff. So number 10, we're going with, yes, Sierra Nevada's Oktoberfest. Their collaboration with Störtebeker. Again, hot take. The best beer that Sierra Nevada makes is their Oktoberfest. That's a really hot take. I think a lot of people would be like Pale Ale, Celebration. Their best seller is obviously Hazy Little Thing. Maybe some people like their old, like bigger beers like Narwhal or Bigfoot. Blah, blah. Every year, looking forward to Oktoberfest. It changes every year, so it's you know ebbs and flows, but like consistently, it's one of the best beers that they make, if not the best beer. Right, number 10, boom. Number 9, shout out to Bobby from Jester King. He sent me Super Ultramega Force. So we got to keep these alive, guys. Mixed fermentation beers. This came in a 4-pack. Well, not a 4-pack. I got a single can, but I think it comes in 4 packs. Looks like a hazy IPA can, like, you know, that kind of like, you know, bodacious kind of colorful can. But this is a mixed ferm beer. Mixed ferm, Jester King, you know, culture, tarragon, I want to say cantaloupe, ginger salt. And this is the kind of product we need more of. Low alcohol, doesn't really taste like beer, like, you know, something that I would just throw at like wine drinkers or natural wine drinkers or cocktail drinkers, right? People just like, you know, think of beer as like something that's heavy or bland and watery and malty. You get funk and acidity and nuance, and it comes in a 4-pack. This guy, you know, mixed firm beers are dying. Need more of this, and the price point is probably fantastic on that compared to, you know, people. The special occasion of the mixed firm beer used to be only bombers. You know, obviously if I had the privilege of having accessible Hill Farmstead beers, I would probably put that. Obviously, would put this those beers on the list. But you know, this year I got to try their Jester King's mixed firm beers, and actually this is it's like a double. 9th place with Le Petit Prince, which I believe, well, outside of Bourbon County, was a cheat code for me every year. I believe is the first time a beer has made a top 10 in multiple years. I don't know. I can't remember. I've been doing, you know, this channel for 12 years now. I don't remember how many top 10 lists I've done. So this Le Petit Prince was on my top 10 beers 2 years ago. And again, I always argue, I want more skinny beers. There's a good example, 4.7%, right? I want more low alcohol beers available. Not that hey man, I love me some high alcohol beers, like just flavor wise, you know, but just for like the sake of having something available. Le Petit Prince, low alcohol, along with Super Ultra Mega Force, mixed firm beers. We need more of those, please. Number 9. Number 8. Yo, the trend's out there. XPA, baby. XPA. Firestone, thank you. First off, you're going to see a little theme going on. Shout out to Firestone for sending me a bunch of packages this year. No, yeah. Bit of a cheat code, but XP, absolutely amazing. I knew, you know, when Chris Quinn of Beer Temple, he has a podcast and also one of the most famous beer bars in the country now, and also one of the most famous retail beer stores in the country, and a Chicago staple. When he says that's one of his favorite beers, I was lucky to try it. I mean, I don't trade for beers, but thankfully sent me XPA. Boy, did I agree. The trend these days with West Coast beer, especially hoppy beer, IPA, blah, blah, is to get really lean, which I don't really like. I feel that, especially with the West Coast IPA, I want something behind it. And they've just gotten stripped down so skinny on the malt side, on the yeast character side, because a lot of these are like 3470 lager fermentations now. So they're not even quote-unquote IPAs. They're India Pale Lager. They're lager yeasted, actually. Long story. But it works in that kind of pale ale zone. So XPAs is like kind of like New Zealand hopped, their take on New Zealand pale ale thingy, and it's just lean, delicious, super aromatic, got all those delicious New Zealand Southern Hemisphere hop characteristics to it. Absolutely fantastic. Love that's a new style, and wish I had more accessibility to that, but I don't know too many breweries producing, New England Pale Ale being produced around. So absolutely fantastic, fun stuff that's happening in the world of what's happening craft beer these days. What's happening with hoppy beer in craft beer in 2025. Number 7, Bad Seed Doom Drip. Shout out to Peter, huge inspiration for the channel. Now an owner of a brewery, and he sent beer all the way from Denmark, which is like, I don't know how many thousands of miles away. I don't know how much it costs to ship a whole box of beers, but Doom Drip, barrel aged Imperial Stout. And I will say, you got to check out his channel. He you think I'm cool, like, oh, somebody sent me some cool beers. He reviews all the hype beers, all kinds of stuff. Like he's tasted way more hype beers than me. So he definitely has a better finger on the pulse for all this stuff. But he took part in making this beer. I don't know if he made it all completely himself. He knows. He's an OG Bourbon County head like me. To recreate a beer, to even be in the same sentence as Bourbon County, to be so big, so delicious, so rich, so freaking luscious, huge compliment to him. World class. I mean, again, like, there are very few beers I'm like, wow, you made a beer that tastes like Bourbon County. Well, guess what? Doom Drip. Shout out to Peter. He did it. Number 6, speaking about Bourbon County, Jubilee Cherry Stout. My favorite Bourbon County of this year, at least produced this year, for the 2025 vintages. I got to try the regular. I got to try the double barrel. I thought the Jubilee was the better value, the more interesting characteristics to it. Really nice use of nuance and subtlety of the cherry flavors and other adjuncts, the cognac barrel, orange peel, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was fun. Again, it's a cheat code every year. Bourbon County's, if I'm trying Bourbon County and I try the variants, it's going to be on the top 10. Granted, the regular original 2025 is not even on this list because the Jubilee is better, and the regular 2025 is actually not good. Well, sorry, not good in the context of how amazing Bourbon County is. It's obviously still amazing, right? So I'm going to age some of my the rest of my 4-pack, maybe buy some more and age that, but we'll see. Number 5, shout out to Stefan. He dropped off a bunch of aged Imperial Stouts and some glassware and all that fun stuff. He just moving through a cellar, and golly, 2018 Bourbon County, impeccable. I obviously have my experience with Bourbon County. I have a video of me doing like a 5-year vertical. I haven't done too much more than that vertical wise, and I haven't had Bourbon County actually that old in general. Well, guess what? He sent me a bunch of old Bourbon County, and boy, oh boy, past 5 years, still amazing. Honestly, holds up just as well as just the fresh product, if anything better than the fresh product, at least specifically this year. So, Bourbon County. Age it for 7 years, still amazing, right? Boom! Number 4 goes to Marshal Zhukov 2016. We're talking about a beer that is a decade old. Thankfully, got to share a bottle. I think it was like 2017 or 2015 with owner at Runabout, who's OG beer guy, if you don't know. And they got to review a bottle for you guys too, 2016. Oh my God. For non-barrel aged Imperial Stout, aged almost a decade, held up so well. Marshal Zhukov is one of my favorite Imperial Stouts of all time, and I'm a huge, just like non-barrel aged. I mean, obviously I'm a Bourbon County boy, but just regular, just give me the straight stuff. And that blew me away. Just absolutely amazing. So amazing how that beer held up, because a lot of times you get to 20, beer, Imperial Stout that old, a decade old, it gets very soy saucy, just very umami, but man, held up. Oof, so good. Well, now we get a little bit of the theme. Number 3, STiVO Pills. STiVO Pills. That's a collaboration with, obviously Firestone Walker sent it to me, but it's a collaboration with Firestone Walker. Firestone Walker collaboration with the Russian River. So that is the collaboration of STS Pills from Russian River and PIVO Pills, one of my favorite pilsners of all time, from Firestone Walker. And bam! Thankfully, it's one of those beers that I just, I really appreciate when brewers send me like the whole package, because then I get to review it multiple times for you guys. I just remember. Sorry, this is going on almost a year ago, and I had to look back at my backlog, and then I was like, man, I remember that beer, because again, it's just like whole years of reviews. I mean, it's like hundreds of views, right? It's hard to remember, like what like naturally, it's hard for me to remember specifically, like what did I freaking drink this year, right? And then I just shot back. Oh yeah, I remember like just coming home, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to review another one of those tonight. And I think they sent me a 4-pack. And just every night I was excited to review one, and it was so good. Just the best Pilsner of the year. What does it say? And I'm reviewing a very, very delicious Pilsner here, but oh boy, STiVO was just so good. Just like, in my opinion, one of those beers, just like, you know, a think beer, a drink beer. It makes sense, like a think beer, like, and then a drink beer. And it was just, did it all, right? So, STiVO, so good. Well, Firestone Walker again. Number 2 goes to, actually, I'll give it an honorable mention, by the way. The anniversary beer they sent is, the best barrel-aged beer I've ever had from Firestone Walker. Unfortunately, didn't make a list. Honorable mention. Shout out to you, Firestone Walker. But then you get another one. You actually get another one on the list. Because, again, they send me world-class beer. What am I supposed to do? Wookey Jack. Oh, boy. And that's one, obviously, they recently did for you guys. Got to review, like, 3-4 reviews for you guys. Excuse me. Missed Me Black IPA. Big boy. Oh, just complex and roasty and things that, like, it just doesn't exist, right? Like why are there not more hop? Well, I mean, I guess it's not really popular, but, like, you know, the combination, just like mint and chocolate and pine and bitterness, and just like does so much for flavor profile that really, again, doesn't really, like, hazy IPA doesn't go there. I mean, the closest maybe you can think about is maybe like a hoppy Imperial Stout or something, or a hoppy porter or some hoppy stout or something, but, like, just really missed that flavor memory. And also, like, it has beautiful, like, you know, fruity characteristics from the Citra too. Like, just a beer that I wish I just had, like, more accessibility to. So, and that's number 2. And the number 1, I guess, it's in my veins. It is Treehouse King Machine. I've been very lucky this year too to have tried a bunch of Treehouse. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to, Treehouse. Like, actual thank you, the actual Treehouse, for getting me the Brewer versus Brewer series, and it was so cool. I got to review it for you guys blind, and then, like, share with Matt, who, like, also just, like, donated me a bunch of, like, Treehouse to review for you guys. And this is a culmination of all those beers that I reviewed, because there's a bunch. Like, I'm gonna put, like, multiple Treehouse Hazy IPAs in my top 10 list, right? But the number 1 was the King Machine. Just a stupid beer. I've never had this beer before. I've had. Yeah, obviously I've had King Julius, King Julius. I've had Juice Machine before. Actually, I believe it was batch 1 Juice Machine. That's how far I go back on. That's back when I'm still doing trades and bottle shares and stuff. And then, like, to marry those 2 stupid beers into one stupid, insane hazy IPA. Hazy's still there. You know, I've been very picky. It's been up and down. It's always up and down for me, at least with hazy IPA. Like, which breweries still are able to still produce it. Or, sorry, what new breweries can produce top quality hazy IPA? What OG producers can still produce, you know, world class stuff, right? Like, I mean, and I feel like a lot of times I taste some of the stuff, I'm like, oh, it doesn't taste like what I used. And remember, this is that. Like, this, you know, this is part of the reason why I fell in love with craft beer. This is part of the reason, large part of the reason why this channel has gotten to success it has, because, like, you know, I was reviewing Treehouse beer when they didn't even produce cans, right? It's like, people were like, whoa, what is this hazy stuff, right? And then you have to thank Hazy IPA, honestly, for a large part of the explosion of craft beer. Granted, we were in a different place in the market now, but I mean, we don't go to from 2,000 breweries to almost 10,000 breweries without the invention or create whatever you want to call it. Without Hazy IPA being produced, you know, there's no way, right? How was in my opinion, the largest quote unquote craft brewery in the country is Sierra Nevada, whatever the BA says, but their number 1 SKU is Hazy Little Thing, right? Craft beer doesn't get to where we are. You know, like, we're not having this conversation without the existence of Hazy IPA. And Treehouse is, in my heart, a large part of that. I mean, I don't know if in the large scheme of things, Treehouse obviously now produces a boatload of beer, but whatever. Hazy IPA is obviously super important, and I'm still a Haze boy. I'm OG boy too. You know, this list is, you know, it's got some stuff going on. But King Machine, I mean, what am I gonna tell you? Just watch a review. It's stupid. It's amazing. It's like when Hazy IPA hits, Hazy double IPA hits. oof, I'm gonna have a hard time topping that, right? It's just like, oof, when that hits, it's just like it's just what you want. It's just what you want. And not that that's the bee's knees of all, because obviously, like, you know, I like diversity of styles. It's one of the great things about beer. Like beer just goes, right? Like here's a good example. Like I got a hazy, thick, creamy, juicy guy. I got like a, I forget, like Le Petit is like a 3% watery, thin, carbed, you know, spritzy carbed, funky little guy. I got like I forget what like Bad Seed's at, but like the Doom Drip, it's like a 16% coat your mouth chocolate cake bomb of a bourbon barrel aged stout, right? Like diversity of, like, you know, I'm going here, there. And then I also got STiVO, which is more traditional, not even that skinny, but just like more like, tastes like beer, more like beer, right? What people are familiar with, like macro lagers and Pilsner and blah, blah. So you get the gamut, right? You get big beer, little beer, hoppy beer. And obviously there's so much more than that. There's so much more than that in the world of craft beer. So great beer year. Shout out to Firestone Walker. Yeah. You know what? I probably should have been doing this list this on my list before, but Brewery of the Year goes to Firestone Walker. In a perfect world, they would have more than just 2 on this list, right? Because they also set it. So obviously I mentioned the honorable mention to their anniversary beer, but then also they sent me like Union Jack. Oh yeah. Multiple other beers. So Firestone Walker, shout out to you. You sent me some amazing beers, and I definitely appreciate it. And that's my Brewery of the Year. Yeah. Cheers later.